will not take this from me, baby. You will not take this from me, baby. Holy fucking jackrabbit, and we're back. And the fucking battery's about to die. God damn it. Fucking fuck. You will not take this from me, baby. Holy fucking nuggets, bro. That took forever and a fucking day. But I'm here, and I'm back, and I'm ready to talk to y'all. So, what the fuck the business is? Oh, whatever. This is what we're gonna fucking do. And this is the lighting. Fuck it, this is the lighting. I don't fucking care. I just wanna talk to y'all. So I'm back. It's been a minute. Skip all of that. I did that earlier. Yeah, bro. So I don't even remember where I left off, but I remember I was talking to Shorty with the breakfast cooking pork and shit like that, right? I stopped eating it back then during some time, 2020. God damn, I don't remember where I was going with this. Third episode. Been going through a lot. Been talking to y'all. Okay. Alright, so by the way, I just want to say something. It ain't nothing important. Anywho. This shit done took so fucking long. I done forgot what I wanted to say. Lost track of thought. Everything, y'all. So much shit been going on. And so much shit just for me to get right here, right now, to have main camera dying on me. It's cool. I ain't gonna trip on it. I'ma just roll with the punches. If y'all want me to do a video on like a veggie pasta or something like that, a hot one, I'll do a video on it. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop the recipe. I'll do the whole shebang. Damn, I really can't remember where I was going with what the fuck I wanted to say or what I was talking about. Let me start here. Being vegetarian was some of the coolest, funnest, most challenging if you live in the hood. It's expensive to be vegetarian if you live in the hood. But if you don't live in the hood and you got some spots where you can go and pick up like something from your local farmer or some shit like that, wholesale prices where it's real cheap, then it's cheap and you could do it. But anyway, fuck all the bullshit, man. If you can get wholesale, it's cheap. If you can't get it wholesale, it ain't cheap. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Unless you're gonna find a farmer. So then, What's today? It's September something. I don't fucking know. It's a Saturday. Whatever. It's a Saturday. I don't know. It's a Saturday. But this is gonna be out tonight. Long story, even longer. I would have some of the hardest times trying to find like a variety of vegetables. Because believe it or not, right? Believe it or not, it ain't as easy as it should be. It's not as easy as it should be to be a vegetarian. You can primarily grow the shit. But if you live in the hood, where are you gonna grow it? I mean, you can grow it in the house. You can grow it in whatever yard you got. But there's probably deer, kids, haters, thievery. And I'm saying probably loosely. Because it may not be. Don't get me fucked up. It may not be all that bad in some of them neighborhoods. I can guarantee it ain't easy to find no cheap vegetables. At least good vegetables. A variety that are, not fucking gross. I would pick up zucchini, squash, broccoli, cabbage, green beans, carrots. What other fucking vegetables are there? Peas, corn. If someone got a nice ass vegetable list, I'm gonna look you straight in the face. If you got a nice ass vegetable list of some vegetables, drop that shit in the motherfucking comments. And I'm gonna make something with it. 100%. Go to the store, I'm gonna get some, and I'm gonna make some shit with it. Maybe a pasta. I've been known to do some wild shit. I would have the hardest times trying to find a variety of vegetables or like a good source of enough vegetables. So like fruits, you can get the fruits. The fruits is cool. My mangoes and shit, I fuck with mangoes. Mango crazy for the mango. Mango crazy for the mangoes, grapes. I would do some like the crazy shit from like the stores, like the real foreign fruits, like star fruit, all of that's commercialized. Dragon fruit, they're like canepas. I don't know if y'all know what those is, but they like those. And they about that big. They're red. And they got they look like little spikes, but it's not spiky, it's soft. And you eat it basically like a canepa. Crack that bitch open, you eat that shit like a canepa. And a bunch of other different fruits like that. But for vegetables, it's like, what fucking vegetables are there? There's a bunch of leafy shit, and if you consider those vegetables, you're fucking lame. I'm just gonna keep that a stack. If you consider leafy shit vegetables, I mean, don't get me wrong, that sounds crazy. They are vegetables, I guess. But that ain't the type of vegetable I'm talking about. If I gather, or if I go foraging and I gather a bunch of leafy greens, what the fuck do I have? A salad. If I go out and buy or forage a bunch of leafy fucking greens, all I fucking have is a salad. Intermission. Let me see if shit's still recording. Cool. Well, fuck you. Alright, so I guess it's y'all too. Let me shift myself. The hardest time that I've ever had trying to eat was being a vegetarian. Because it's not like there's a fast food place. You could get a bunch of fucking smoothies. You could get a bunch of fucking salads. But you can't really pull up nowhere and get you some ratatouille if there's no meat in there. I don't think there is. Pretty sure there's none. Check me if I'm wrong though. Check me and it's done, bitch. But if I gather a bunch of leafy greens, all I have is a fucking salad. I'm not looking for no fucking salad. I'll go outside and eat the backyard if I fucking want a salad. I want some vegetables. I want, like some broccoli, some fucking mushrooms. That's a fungus, but who's counting? Squash. That shit is gross. Pumpkin. It's that time. But like, am I really gonna fucking go out my way to find a pumpkin in the springtime? I might. I'm not gonna lie, I might. But either fucking way, what fucking vegetables are there? I'm being dead ass. What fucking vegetables are there? I mean, I know there are vegetables. I know they exist. But name 7 vegetables that I can get right now. And I'll go to the whitest fucking store I know. And if they got it, I'll get it. But if they don't fucking got it, they ain't gonna fucking get it. The acquisition of vegetables is probably the hardest part. Aside from it being a costly lifestyle, which is stupid. Y'all wanna know something? I just thought of this. I'm a little high, I'm a little stressed out. I had a lot of shit going on today. Y'all seen what happened with the lighting. So let me not get started on that again. I had a lot going on, so I smoked off camera. But I'm gonna smoke on camera now. I just had this thought though. Why? Have y'all ever been able to get a vegetable out the gas station? Or like a convenience store? Think about it. Have you ever been able to get a vegetable out of a convenience store? Or even seen vegetables in a convenience store? Because I've seen them in the store. I've definitely seen them in convenience stores. But it was always behind the deli counter, in the window, right next to the swine, right next to the beef sticks, right next to the meats and the cheese. Fucking rat. But I've never been able to go in a convenience store and be like, hey, let me get an apple. But that's a fruit. Hey, let me get a motherfucking avocado. I think that's a fruit too. Who fucking care? Let me get a goddamn corn. Let me get a fucking head of broccoli. No. I've seen frozen vegetables that I'm getting, in depth about the idea. That's the sound of the other camera dying. But I fucking came prepared. Second empty memory card. Second fully charged battery. Suck my fucking dick, you bitch ass niggas. I'm gonna have to blank that out probably. Chiki chiki chiki. Chiki chiki boom boom. Yeah, fuck you for dying on me. The hardest part is the acquisition of the vegetables. Second hardest part is you got to have that bag, baby, if you gonna do it. Or at least have a backyard that you can grow the shit yourself. And I'm not gonna get into the fucking politics of commercially grown food, genetically modified organisms. I don't give a fuck about that right now. As long as my fruits and vegetables got the seeds that they supposed to have, I'm cool. Perfectly fine. But don't give me no seedless. Well, I like seedless grapes. I ain't even gonna hold you. But that's not to say that I don't want the ones with the seeds. Don't give me no bullshit. I know zucchini, cucumber, squash, watermelon, avocado, strawberry, pumpkins. I know these motherfuckers have seeds in them. So if you give me a motherfucking vegetable, if you give me a motherfucking vegetable that doesn't have any fucking seeds, but it's a fucking vegetable that does have seeds, I'm still gonna eat it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I lost the reins of this conversation a long motherfucking time ago. At this point, I'm just holding on. But yeah, I've seen different stores. Like, I've been a few places in my life, and I've seen like how stores can vary in the quality and the quantity of the vegetables of which they have selected for their store's point of sale. And let me fucking tell you something. The best fucking place that I seen was probably California. I think I went into one of the convenience stores. Shit, they had fucking coconuts. Didn't even see that in Florida. Somewhere in California. I'm not gonna tell you where I go. That's crazy. Somewhere in California, they were selling coconuts out the convenience store. And I thought that was the most amazing shit I've ever seen. Cause I'm from New York. The most you can get is a fucking wrap. I said it. You might be able to get you a fade. Might be able to get you a little shorty leg, a body, a hell of a lot of shit in a New York convenience store. But you not gonna find no vegetables, that's for sure. Unless you're in like a bodega and they gonna be selling plantains. They ain't gonna be selling no fucking coconuts. In California, this motherfucker was selling coconuts. You got to have it back so you can at least travel to go get you some if you ain't got you none. Cause that's the most important part. How you gonna eat if you ain't got anything to eat? Those were my two hardest parts of being vegetarian. Third hardest part, and this is probably I guess I'm going from like bad to worse. This one was very hard. This was one of the hardest parts. Is that people are sold on this idea of needing like meats to like feel sustained, which is crazy to me because I'll bust down a motherfucking mango and I'll feel supercharged. Like, but that could just be me. You feel me? That could just be me. Don't talk about my backwood. I flex. Don't get twisted. But don't talk about my backwood. Talk about, I ain't put enough weed or nothing in there. I'm gonna let you know something right now. That's not your pocket. So unless you're gonna donate, don't hate at all. Gotta make sure you rip some leaf off and shit. So there's that. Oh, if you don't know, nah, I don't have to pack. Never mind. Shut up. That's some bomb. That is some. I almost drooled. That's some bomb. Like, that's some motherfucking heat right there. Excuse me. That hit different. That shit crazy. That's a fucking. Ooh, that's a knockout. That's a fucking knockout. 100%. This one is hard. People are sold on the idea that they need meats to sustain themselves throughout the day or whatever the fuck the case may be, right? But I've been doing some research. It makes sense to a point, right? I'm against that shit to a point. Because just by doing research and just being a basic, understandable human being, of which I am most of the time, unless I'm my other self from one of my former lives, which I try not to be because they're only good for certain things that I do in my former life. Okay, so now that that's established, let me break it down. Vegetables and fruits. What's the most optimal time of the year when fruits and vegetables are most readily available? Exactly. Now, with that being said, you know, if you don't know, spring, summertime, you know, maybe a little bit into the fall, apples and shit like that, you know. So now with that being said, if you're in a place where you have a variation of seasonal weather, it makes sense. Spring, summer, a little bit of the fall, you got all that time to harvest fruits and vegetables, right? All that time you're gathering and stockpiling, whatever the case may be, and throughout that time you eat that food. Now, when the season varies and fruits and vegetables aren't as readily available, which is what time of year? Correct again. Correct the fuck again. Wintertime, when the snow is around. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure you can, still do it. But I'm more than sure that it's not going to be as readily available. Like, you'll probably die trying to do it before you reap the benefits of your labor. What would be the most readily available food source? The animal. Yes. The animals. The animals. It makes sense to a point. But even in the summertime, you hunt animals. People hunt animals. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not no PETA announcement. Because I care to a point. I care for me and mine. I don't necessarily care for what other people do. That's their own business, and that's what they gotta face whenever they face it, if they ever have to face it. Other than that, I mind my business up to the point where it stops paying me. Something about that motherfucking drink right there. But that's when it's most readily available, so I can understand eating meat in the wintertime when you can't really get the fruits and the vegetables that you can get 75% of the rest of the year. Like I said, I just had me a cheesesteak. A job cheese. Shit, I just had some barbecue chicken a couple days ago. I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. It's some of the most mind-altering shit you could do in this lifetime right now, because you'll forget it in the next one. So in this lifetime, if you watch this, try going vegetarian for a month. Just 1 month. I'm about to have a fucking episode. Alright, so just try this shit for 1 month, Brody, sissy. Try it for 1 motherfucking month, and I guarantee you it's some of the most mind-altering shit that you will ever do in your lifetime. Knowing that, I did it. I didn't do any research on it, by the way. I didn't do anything. I did jack shit. Hold on, someone's calling me. They stopped calling. Yeah, some of the most mind-altering shit next to meditation, because that's another story for another day. But ultimately, it's all kind of tied in together, right? All right, so but I met this shorty, right? She put me on to meditating, and I got really, really deep into it. And then I started meditating every day. Then I started meditating, not every day. I started doing, actually, no, I was bugging at one point. I would only do them at night at first. Then I started going from at night to before I went to sleep to right when I woke up. And then I went from doing both of those before I went to sleep, after I woke up, to one randomly throughout the day. Then I started getting crazy, and I started doing meditations for hours, like 2 hours, 3 hours. Guided meditations, right? Them shits would be like a whole 24 hours, right? Weird shit. It's crazy. I wouldn't do like those. At first I was doing like 45 minutes because I started with 10 minutes and then went from 10 to 11 to like 15. And then it just started getting crazy to 20, 25 minutes, 30, 45 minutes. The nighttime one, they would be like 2 hours. I would put them on and I would be conscious up to the point where I wasn't anymore. Then I started doing meditations to like change my reality. So like, I'll tell you all about that in another one. Let me light the bliss up. I was with the same girl when I started out on this journey to become a vegetarian. She didn't do it with me. She would push me to be like, yo, make sure you eat type of shit, because I wasn't eating. And my cousin Mello, he actually has a picture of when I was doing my meditations. I was on it. I was going crazy with everything. He took a picture of me on a fucking group chat call. And he still has a picture to this day. Mello, fuck you for that. Oh my God, that shit is funny as fuck. As I'm on this vegetarian journey, I'm also meditating a lot, and I'm fasting too. But I'm not telling anybody that I'm doing this shit. I'm just doing it like low key, I guess behind everybody's back, like fasting every fucking day, like eating once a day. Sometimes not eating some days too. Like I'll just smoke some weed, do some music or something like that, right? It's an old top. I was meditating. I was vegetarian. I'm out here fucking going crazy, right? Like, I'm looking for like new recipes. I'm looking for different shit to do so I can at least make this vegetarian experience a good fucking time for me, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I end up really fucking with it and then becoming like a full-blown vegetarian for like the rest of my life, at least I got a shitload of recipes for a shit ton of food with a variety of fucking vegetables. But I didn't do no research. But mind you, I worked in the kitchen. So like, I would be making some shit. I would be making like my open face sandwich and shit. That shit is a slap. That shit is a slap. Oh my God, I fucking forgot about that sandwich, boy. I'm low-key, I'm living it up when I'm eating, but like, I'm not eating enough to be like, yo, I'm eating, right? So like, I started doing a little bit of research on like what vegetables are like high in the nutrients that a person needs to live a daily active life and shit. To be honest with you, it's mostly all the same food, fruits and vegetables. I started eating a bunch of fruit. I started eating whatever fruit I could get my fucking hands on. Grapes, strawberries, mangoes, different types of mangoes, different types of grapes, star fruit, dragon fruit, berries. But for some reason, I still looked dead from that's what the picture I ain't gonna cap it. I did, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Then I start eating a whole lot of fruits and vegetables and berries. But none of it works, or at least none of it takes. So much sexual activity is ridiculous. I'm learning shit as I'm going through this vegetative state. This vegetative state. At this point, I'm only eating mangoes. At this point, I'm only eating mangoes, bro. I promise you not. Swear to God. Oh my God. At this point, I'm only eating mangoes. Or maybe every other day, maybe every 2 days, something like that. But I'm only eating mangoes. I'm not eating anything else. Just mangoes, bro. You should try it. You should definitely try it. If you don't like mangoes, I don't know what to tell you. Try a yellow papaya. I don't know. I've never had one. I've only had the red one, but I'm pretty sure there's a yellow one. They have yellow watermelon too. Yo, if you see this video and by the time that you get that yellow watermelon and you remember telling me, make sure you send me a piece. Real shit. Because I've never had it. And I would love to try some. 100%. I'm fucking done. My vegetative state got so crazy that I was literally meditating every day, every night, meditating throughout the day, breath work, shadow work. I was on this whole spiritual thing, right? And let me tell you something. If you do it right, not saying that there's a wrong way to do it, but in my case, if you do it right, it's definitely enlightening. So for instance, for me, it was like seeing a video and some research on like pork and like how it breaks down in the body and shit like that. And I'm not gonna get into it because if you want to know, you'll go find out for yourself. And if you don't know, you won't know. And if you care to know, you'll share the know. I didn't care to know. It just popped up on my shit. I could at least stop eating pork. Fuck. They ain't gonna lie, no fucking body. It was a hard ass decision to make. But you gotta think about it. Eating that shit is like ritual for pretty much anybody who's not a third world country or a religious group that are against it. The American standard breakfast comes with pork. I don't care who you are, where you're from. If you're from or in America, your breakfast probably has some pork, 100%. Unless you're a part of those groups, or a person like me who's just like, nah, I don't want to do it no more because of what I know. Or maybe you're some other fucking group that I'm not really thinking about, and it's probably because it doesn't matter. I'm not saying that you don't matter, I'm just saying that it doesn't really matter. So I stopped eating it. How about you? My dad eats pork, my mom eats pork, my brother eats pork. I don't think my mom eats pork anymore. I finally convinced her to leave it alone. Shout out to you, Sherry Bear. My dad eats it, he don't give a fuck. That's just honest, he doesn't give a fuck. My brother eats it, he doesn't give a fuck, and that's just being honest, he doesn't. I don't know if my sister does anymore. I went vegetarian first. Well, I stopped eating pork first, and then I went vegetarian. Then I was fasting and meditating. Then I was just like doing research on like spirituality and how it ties into food and have the American standardized diet. If you don't know, you won't know. If you care to know, you'll go do the research and find out for yourself, and then you'll share the know. I'm not here for that right now. Okay. So let's get back on topic. So I was doing all of that. I only got so far primarily because of the sexual activity. I'm not going front. When I wasn't getting none for a minute and I was doing all of this, it was great. Like, just like the mental, how can I put it? Like the mental freeingness, I guess, of it is unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life. Like when you're young and you're a virgin, you don't really get it unless you're taught it. But you don't really understand the type of power that has in like spirituality and shit like that. Especially if you tie in a proper diet. No one teaches you that. Especially if you live in the hood. No one teaches you spirituality, proper diet, none of that shit. And if they do, shout out to them, because that's important. We need more y'alls. Fuck you, because you didn't even say anything. Guess it's just you and me, baby. I might as well just use you all the time. The fucked up part about it is that I was 30 years old until I was 30 years old to realize, like, oh shit, I should have been on this. Like, I should have been doing it. Like, why haven't I been doing it? Why has nobody told me this? Why has nobody told me this? I could have been on such a profound level of self-awareness. I could be doing more good than I am right now. So as it goes on, like I was saying, I was having too much sexual intercourse. I was doing way too much in my nighttime than what I should have been doing. And so I only got so far in it. I'm holding on to this theory that what's going on right now is going to further my knowledge within that realm of which I'm talking about. Shit. This vegetarian shit. It is a lot harder than I thought it would be, given like the factors and things like that of like people being addicted to meat. Let's just call it what it is. There's chemicals in the meat when it breaks down that you now have in you that can possibly alter the way that you may feel, think, or move. Like when you get the itis, like food should give you energy. But like I'll eat a mango and shit, I'll be right back to life. Eat some strawberries, something, be ready to fucking bounce around, run around, do whatever. But if I eat that chopped cheese, I'm like, I'm ready to go to sleep type shit. And that's fine too, but like now the challenge is on, right? I started looking up recipes for like vegetarian dishes. And believe it or not, like most people want to put like tofu in their shit, right? Which is fine, you do what you want to do. But is that a vegetable? Is it though? Is it really a vegetable? Really ask yourself, is tofu a vegetable? Ooh, cauliflower, radishes. This whole shit, I'm gonna throw out random vegetables that I haven't thought of. And when I hit 7, you can't use the 7 I used though. So I got broccoli, squash, zucchini, cauliflower, cabbage. What else did the fuck I say? I don't know. Squash. Is squash a vegetable? Yeah. Or is it a fruit for me? So I'm looking up these recipes and all I'm finding is tofu. Tofu this, tofu that, tofu. And I'm gonna be honest, the only tofu that I had was from somebody that I could probably get the recipe from them. If you know what you're doing, then you know what you're doing. Also, research shows that soy causes cancer. Well, can. Has the potential to. Whatever the fuck you call it, whatever you want to call it. That's just what it is. So, why the fuck do I want to eat that? Oh, peppers. Well, yeah, why would I want to eat that? But why would I do that to myself? That makes absolutely no fucking sense. So, scratch that off the menu. What you got in the dish? You got a pasta, vegetable pastas, I don't have a fucking vegetable maker, so I'm not gonna fucking make a vegetable pasta. I'm not gonna fucking slice my vegetables up so fucking thin that I don't need to cook them. Fuck all that. So, what you got? Nothing. Beans. But is that a vegetable? I might fuck around and name 10 vegetables. Are plantains vegetables? Or are they a fruit? Because I feel like they're a vegetable. But they give an odd resemblance to a fruit. Almost an exact replica of one another. I wonder if you take the regular bananas, the Chiquita bananas, and you smack them bitches up and you fry it. Is that gonna turn out the same way? Somebody do it. Let me know in the comments if it works. If it works, I'm gonna try it too. Maybe I should try it first and then I'll show y'all. Try it. Let me know if shit slap. I'll do it. Would it be the same for the regular bananas when they like turn yellow and they get spots on them? Will it then do the same thing? I might fuck around and try that one day. The banana, I think there's some bananas upstairs. How hard would it be? Is a question I asked myself because people kept asking me that shit. Like, Troy, like, it's gonna be hard. Like, how do you do it? How are you gonna do it? How you gonna pull it off? Like, bitch, it's gonna be easy. What you mean? Just get the vegetables. Just get the fruits. Get the berries. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you prefer some peanuts too, get some peanuts. Whatever the fuck, right? So I do my little. I ain't gonna lie for a minute. I'm holding out strong. Shit is easy, especially with my overfaced sandwich and shit. Like shit is easy, and then the mangoes is hitting, and I'm doing my thing. You feel me? I'm rocking out. Then what do I eat? I eat something, and I'm like, yo, yeah, definitely. It's quiet for like. It's definitely quiet for red meat. You feel me? Like quiet for red meat. As for burgers and all everything, like it's quiet for that. Like, who was it? I think it was like Way Back Burger or Smash Burger that pulled me back. Damn, you fucking got me. But I'm good. Like I'm not eating it, so like now I got a taste for some kind of meat source, right? And I'm like, all right, let me do some chicken. I do chicken and I'm like, I'm going to like all the wing places and shit. And I'm just like, yo, like, all right, cool. Chicken is not it for me no more. I'm good on that. So now that leaves seafood and fish, right? I eat some shrimp. I'm like, I ain't really fucking with the shrimp no more. Can't do that. Eat some, like clams, some oysters and shit like that. I'm like, I can't fuck with these no more. I eat the salmon. I'm like, this shit is slapping, right? This shit slapping. I'm fucking with the salmon. So I'm having salmon 1,000 ways, right? I'm having salmon over rice. I'm having salmon vegetables. I'm having salmon sandwiches. I'm having sandwich fish sticks. Like I'm having salmon however you can fucking make it. I'm fucking having it. Except for raw. I even had it raw, but that sounds crazy. I've eaten uncooked salmon before. And I ain't fucking with it, so I didn't do it no more. So I'm eating the salmon, and for some reason, like, cause I cook the salmon the same way I like my steak and shit like that. Medium well. With the juices, you know what I'm saying? Not with the like red or raw. Nothing like that. Like with the juices. But it's cooked. It's cooked all the way through. It's just like that fine layer. A thin little layer. Where it's soft type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever. It's tender type of shit. It's, you know what I'm saying? The steak juicy still. So on the back end, that shit is crazy. Like I'm like, oh, my motherfucking stomach. Like I have to take a shit. Like, ain't no holding it. Like, I have to. Same day type shit. I'm like, well, that's cool. Like, at least I know, like, what I'm eating is coming out. But, like, I don't know how long I could do this. I'm weak when I'm done. Like, let me take a shower or something. Like, I slow down on the salmon. Then I just start eating vegetables again. I'm like, I'm just gonna like stick to the vegetables. I can't really fuck with nothing else. So I'm back to the vegetables over the rice and all of that. I'm doing like I said. I'm holding it down. I'm doing it right again. And then my boy hits me up and he's like, actually I'm at a birthday party, and my son cooked some pernil, and he's like, yo, Troy, you gotta try it, bro. Like, I'm like, all right, out of respect for you, I'll try it, but I don't fuck with it at all. I tried it, was busting, it was slapping the way it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, the way it had better been and shit like that. But then I'm like, yo, something's off, my stomach hurt, you feel me? Like, I got these bruises in me, and I don't know, something's going on. But for the most part, I'm still a vegetarian. And then, low-key, I just ran out of ideas of, like, shit to eat. Because, like I said, it's not necessarily, like, an affordable expense to a point. Especially when you want, like, a variety of vegetables. Because you got to travel and all this other bullshit that I'm not going to get into. I forgot that shit was there. But the best part about it is that, like I said, it's some of the most mind-altering shit you can do. Especially if you choose to delve into, like, your spirituality and all that other shit. Which ain't shit, but, I mean, not like that. But it's some shit, but, like, whatever. Everyone around me fucks with meat, except for me. I'm not really fazed by it. I'm just like, fuck, I wish there was more variety of shit, so I can have some fun with it. Cause you can only make stir fried anything so many times. You can only fry some things so many times. Roast, grill, steam. You can only do that shit so many times until it's just like, oh, I need something else. And then, like, there's, like, always, like, with the pastas, and it's just like, who the fuck always is gonna eat this shit with a pasta of any kind? Whether it be a sheet, a string, a bow, a curl, a twist, a doodle, or whatever the fuck. You can only do that shit so many times. So it lasted about, like, I want to say like a year and a half. Solid, like a solid year and a half. I mean, I keep it to a minimum if I do eat any kind of meats at all. Turkey, which is chicken, just a bigger fucking chicken. If I want like a sandwich or something, I'll do turkey sandwiches. Although I miss my Italian sub though, bro. I miss my Italian sub with the motherfucking salami, the pepperoni, the ham. Some people do the capicola. I don't necessarily need that shit. You can keep that shit for yourself. Lettuce, the mayonnaise, and the motherfucking oil and vinegar and the fucking pepper. Big ass sub roll, man. Oh my Jesus. That is the fucking way. I miss that shit so fucking much. You have no idea. All that fucking part, bro. Oh my God. I used to be bugging out. I used to be loving those fucking sandwiches. And the crazy part is, I could see myself eating one right now. Not like me right now eating one, but like I can like look in my mind because that's my favorite like sub sandwich. Like, so in my mind I can see myself, what outfit, where, what's on the TV. Like as I'm talking to you, looking at you in the camera right now, I'm thinking of that shit. Them fucking sandwiches was. Shout out to the motherfuckers who made the good sandwiches in the town. You feel me? Like there's 2 spots in the town, but I know of 4 spots. Like If you need that, let's have a discussion. Who has the best sub sandwich Italian combo in the town? Let's have a discussion about it. Because I know of 2 places, only 2. One is Tom's Market by the high school, and the second one is Fresh Market by the college. They're the only 2 places that I know of that got the best sandwiches. They're the ones who got the best sandwiches. I don't care what you, well, actually, no, I do care. I want to hear the conversation. But like I said, I don't eat it anymore. So, like, if you know who got, like, the best turkey and Swiss, that's cool, too. The best turkey, egg, and cheese, that's cool too. You could drop those down there in the comments too. Damn, I done lost track thinking about that Italian combo, bro. This was everything that I did not write down. This is some bullshit. This camera stop. They're both on some whole shit, but you rocking with me, which is cool. But you, motherfucker, you fucked me over with your bullshit. And not fucking having any goddamn space on you. You fucked me over real good with that one. You can go ahead and go fuck yourself with that one. Damn, that shit still got me mad. No, this that drink though, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This is the 3rd episode. I think I finally fucking got it. I think here on out, every episode, have me a little sip. I sit down, have me a little sip. Sip up on that sip. And I'll chat with you. Or at least I talk to you. Whatever the case is. I don't care. So I'm always make sure I have me something to sip while I sit and I chat with you. I'm fucked up right now. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I'm fucked up right now. Let me get the fuck above this camera because I said I was gonna put it out tonight. Alright, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Make sure you fucking like, share, subscribe. Get the fuck out my face. Peace the fuck out. Y'all already know what it is. I forgot to take a sip before I signed off. Alright, now I'm getting the fuck out of here. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Peace the fuck out. It's your boy.